Hey, well, yesterday on Instagram, I put up a picture of some butterflies that my second grade students are doing, and it got a lot of questions. So I thought I'd walk you through how my second grade students made those symmetrical butterflies yesterday. I apologize, I don't have my tripod today, so I know this is an awkward setup. You're actually sitting on top of a stack of books and maybe a couple boxes of chalk and some other miscellaneous stuff, so I hope you're comfy. What I gave my students was a full-size sheet of paper, which would be 12 by 18. I'm going to demonstrate on a sheet of paper that's half that size, just so you can see. Each sheet of paper that the students were given was already folded. I went through a very short prezi on the monarch butterfly, which I'll add a link to this blog post. And then we jumped right into this guided painting activity. So the kids were watching me at my easel. We talked about how this line is the line of symmetry, how we would be painting and printing. Whatever we painted on one side was going to magically appear on the other side. So while I was demonstrating at my easel, I was using watered down acrylic paint, or Versatemp. We use Versatemp paint. And so we talked about the three parts of a butterfly's body, and we talked about how you only have to paint half of them. The trick with this, of course, is you kind of have to paint fairly quickly. We also talked about how it doesn't matter what it looks like, because I like to fool them into saying it's just practice. So if we practice, it doesn't really matter what it looks like. That seems to really set their minds at ease. They always end up loving their, quote, practice picture anyway. Open it back up. Some of the kids are a little disappointed when it didn't fully appear on the other side, so one of the solutions, of course, they came up with was just to repaint it or to fill it in. I kind of like the blotted look. It reminds me a little bit of Andy Warhol's butterflies. The next step I showed them was to go from starting near where the head met the body all the way up, reminding them to paint quickly. As soon as they painted it, fold it, give the paper a massage, and open. Again, this kind of thing doesn't bother me at all. The kids, we just kept going. I just kept going with it, telling them it's practice, letting them think that we're going to make another one when in fact this one's going to turn out as awesome anyway. They all end up pleased with them. The next one was a horizontal line that went about halfway across the paper. And I usually would do it at the easel, and then I would say, okay, your turn. That way we can do it quickly because I only have basically 10 or 15 minutes to get this part done. Instead of making a straight diagonal, we talk about a curved kind of line. Since my classes are 30, I would introduce the monarch butterfly for the first like 5 to 10, and then we jumped right into this. So you can see parts that you might not have loved before, you totally forget about it because you've got all these other cool details happening. The next step was to go down this way. I'm going to speed up for your sake, because I think you know where I'm going with this. Curved line, or however you want to paint it. And antenna. Now we happen to be talking about the monarch. So we were really studying the detailed parts of the monarch, the pattern, the black and white pattern. So I'm going to show you how we went about doing that. We created a parallel line there, following the edge of that line there, and then just kind of filled it in quickly, leaving maybe some white spots. Fold it closed. And if all of your white spots disappeared, no big deal, because you can always go back with, we're going to use chalk, go back with chalk later. If it didn't appear very well, I like that look, but a lot of them went back, repainted, and folded. Same thing down here, parallel line. So look, we're introducing math terms, symmetrical, parallel line. We're so awesome. Fold, massage. Paper says, oh, paper likey. Okay, so we're getting somewhere, and the last step would be those vein lines. We just add a few because we want to have space for chalk. And last one. Each one of the butterflies turned out completely beautiful and unique. The kids were really thrilled with them. I can't wait to see how they turn out with chalk. And there you have it. That's how we did our printed monarch butterfly. Piece of cake. If you give it a shot, I'd love to hear about how it goes and how the kids did with it. Talk to you guys soon.